50. Best yangu akaona 3 akanishow, utanipatia? Nikamwambia toka kwa nyumba yangu saa hii umbwa Nikamfukuza, nikazima light, nikajaza ipepete. Not do anything. What are you talking about?
Si watu wameandikwa kazi. Kwa umeandikwa kazi, kuna choice.
Toka!
Alikuwa anasema ameandikwa kazi.
Bas, sasa fanya kazi au shut up.
Umekula moto na budako, cause budako alipatia ka soft life fulani hicho.
Basi yakula moto naye.
Simkusikia hapo shui by that was puny. Unishasikia kwa kitu zingine za ovyo.
Yeah, but I'm not angry at anybody. But I can see it now. See me bado interact naye.
Tukitoka kwa so it's like escaping poverty. Wacha tubonge joy journey into manhood. So yes. Of course not everything. I don't want everything, but like which explore which topics, because Musemaga, like one of your best quotes kwangu ilikuwa ile yako ya nini umembao na umesota. To me that's one a very funny thing, and apart from being funny, for when you are much older that makes more sense, because inakuwa zile za right now na focus on money. I don't need ngono iko kwa priorities, unaelewa? So yo ni quote moja ile waga nimeheshimu kabisa. Pia another thing mukupatiaga credit, na pia naweza kupatia flowers hapa. Wasushinda kwa nini sudu post a lot of videos ni juu yako. Wewe ndio ulituonyesha how to make this thing work the way it's supposed to work. So kulikuwa kana pia ile yako ya no breaks. When you nyanya isini I'll be here. Unacheki. So pia si tukachekio that mantra of working. So we might disagree on definitions of masculinity and what, but we agree on how to make things work and giving things 100%.
You know the thing about it is with this book.
Yeah,
I have 28 commandments in there. So I'm doing
so nataka utupatie a few of the commandments.
So I'm doing I'll read for you. I'm doing a 28-week masterclass.
Yes.
Okay. So I came up in 2021. I came up with 28 things that I thought were hot at the time. I was like, if I was to go stand in front of people, what are things that zinanisumbua? So nikaziandika, they came up 28 at the time.
Yes.
So a few months back, I picked up those 28 and I said, can I go further and extrapolate now what I meant with these 28? Like now things like I've explored, what did you say just now?
Finance, work ethic na finance. Umesota na umemba.
Yeah, like now that one I put it as a bigger topic and I said, watu wengi sana mnachukulia sex kwa kitu kubwa. Sex is not a big deal. You don't need to get married because of sex. You need to have sex at whatever level you're in. Ndio isikupige pressure.
Yes.
Because sometimes you want to have sex. So you need to have sex at a level. So watu wengine sahi labda mko level ya kukula mamboch. So mbona unakimbilia? Because ukitoka kwa level yako, hapo ndio sasa hata finances zako zinaanza kustrain. Zinaanza kustruggle. So for me, it's very important that men understand who they are first. They understand themselves. And they also put a check on these impulses. You're not just walking around like a horny bastard. Kama mbuzi tu na kidinya na kila mahali.
Yes.
So keep check on that. So that's one of the topics. There's a topic where I said, your mama is not your girlfriend. Your mom made her mistakes. Your mom, if she raised you, many of these men that I talk to these days are coming from single parent homes, mother. So your mom is not your girlfriend. She'll never be your girlfriend. You'll never impregnate her. You'll never sleep with her in the same bed. You'll never be whatever it is she needs from a man. You're a son and that's it. Beyond you being a son, your mom does not exist.
Okay. Yeah. So with that in mind, why do they need to be reminded that?
Because many of them are still hanging on to mama's titties. So if you hang on to mama's titties, the problem with that is you are unable to mature. So we have a group of men who are unable to mature and they are so emotional and so dangerous. So they've not matured beyond not needing mama anymore. If you remember when us guys were growing up, I don't know whether you remember, but for us,
yes,
after some age, you could not be seen walking around with mama, hanging around with mama, doing what mama... Bro, boys would shame you out of it. The older boys would beat you. The old men would castigate you. They would be like, oh, what are you doing there? It was shameful for a man to do those things that women are doing because we were growing very differently.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, because of being in this modern society, that shame doesn't exist anymore. So now we have boys growing up not knowing what they're supposed to be. We have girls growing up not seeing how women are supposed to respond to men. So we have a very confused society. So the boys don't know what to do. They don't even know how to talk to women. Their confidence is low. They don't think they're adequate. So just a small tweaks here and there for this boy, for him to know that it's okay. Here, don't make this mistake. Tweak here, tweak here, tweak here, tweak here. 28 times. So I've used my own examples.
Yes.
So 28 commandments, KIBE's 28 commandments. Of all the things I've learned in my 49 years of existence.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think when it comes to the emotional side, the example mupatiana, hii jina ulianzaje kutumia jina Kenothia? Like, how did you get that? Because the coincidence,
going to the emotional part.
The coincidence is there is this one Kenothia. Nakumbuka huyu fala ilitokaga na ilikuwa ni shoka. I think alitoka nayo Embu akaenda nayo mpaka LD kudedisha dem. Acheki. Because hapo naweza shikanisha vitu mbili umesema. Naweza shikanisha hiyo story ya finance where unadinya mtu yuko above your level, alafu pia kuwa emotional. Because musemaga hakuna vile utatoka na shoka Embu, at some point fika Nakuru nyonga, kisha nyonga kaa bado nataka kuendelea na hii shoka, utaona. Because musemaga mu advocate for kunyonga, ambia gase post nut clarity, utarudi kule utaacha ujinga, utarudi. So I don't understand vile umsa alikuwa emotional. Umsa alitokaga na shoka alikuwa too emotional ama
have you found out who raised him?
Stay find out.
You see, we need to, because those are things that we can now start to deal with. Yeah, most of the people who do the school shootings in America are normally raised by women.
Yeah, hata kuna ufala alitumia gani ya madhake majuzi. Cheki Florida.
So the boy has not been equipped to learn how to deal with his emotions from a woman, because the boy cannot deal with emotions the way a woman deals with them. He's too dangerous. He's too strong for him to be like a woman in dealing with his emotions. That's why when the boy starts dealing with men, akianza hii softy tunaitoa haraka hii ni upuzi, usifanye hii mbele yetu tena. So next time your mind is rewired. So there needs a rewiring of the mind to rewire you to know this is bullshit. Right? So that's what I've done with my book. 28 ways of rewiring your mind. Because many of these things we don't know. I came to learn them when I'm in my 40s.
Now, origins of the name Kenothia, how did that come up? Was it a coincidence?
Some people were making fun of it. One of my exes, sisters, were making fun of. They were laughing. Wametoka Oja. So in Oja, to say, Kwani, who do you think I am? You think I am Kenothia? You think I am Kenothia? Kenothia was some ridiculous guy in the hood. I always used to make a lot of mistakes. So when I heard that, I was like, that sounds good. I'll use it one day.
Oh, okay. Because sasa unajua
so Kenothia, what I use it for Kenothia is somebody who's clueless.
Yes.
Kulikuwa ni
kulikuwa ni two Kenothias. Kuna huu Kenothia moja ukakaa dem, au ufakaa dem, namjua. Alafu kulikuwa na huu Kenothia mwingine pia alichukuaga nini akaenda mpaka LD. Amsa alikuwa mjinga sana. Kuzungusamaga
imagine mwanaume utoke hapa ufike town na shoka aje.
At
some point logic lazima itakuwa imekikin.
Yeah,
because the consequences that are going to follow you are many. But women can live in the imagination. A woman can live here and go to America and boil water and burn you. You as a man, by the time unafika Dubai utakuwa shit. Some logic is going to try and kick in, unless you have the nature of the woman in your head. If you go to committee today, 90 probably these are stats.
Yes.
Go to committee today. The people who are there, if not raised by a single mother, it is because they had a problem with the wife or the girlfriend. That's why they are there. Do you know that?
Okay.
Fanya research kidogo. Tembe hizi.
Hizo za raised by mother, hizo neza sema ni states neza expect yo statistics. Kenya nafikiria tu nile ujinga ya mimi ni kijam. Hiyo ujinga tunakuwaga tunai-encourage sana. Especially tunai hiding behind tribes where tribes like Meru na Wakisii nasemekana gati wa kijam hawezi rudi nyuma. Unajua hizo ujinga, and it's not a tribal thing. It's just think about the consequences.
Wakikuyu, we've had single motherhood for a very long time and weak fathers for a very long time. So we are struggling with this issue. So I don't think it's because probably you didn't see it, but in our, like now for me, out of four women or 5 women, my aunties, 2 of them or 3 of them didn't have husbands. They didn't have husbands. And this is, I'm talking about in the 70s. Through the 80s, through the 90s.
But in the society.
Any family tu moja tu.
But it's the same society that you want, because you don't believe in marriage. So
no, I please don't put words in my mouth. I said I don't believe in marriage as is. I think marriage needs to go back to the place where it belongs to the society. For these people who are chasing dick and chasing pussy, then marriage cannot work. What you guys are doing is just raising psychos and prostitutes.
So you, in your ideal situation, what would take you back to marriage?
I don't see the need for it anymore. Because what am I getting from marriage that I need right now?
Yes,
Nikitaka demo kudinya sinamleta tu kwa keja na mdinya. I import even from Kilifi. Everywhere. Dema ndoka mpaka TZ na kama naleta senye. Why would I restrict myself to being in the same house with one woman for the rest of my life? What's wrong with me? Uko na resources, uko na pesa, uko na akili na uko mpaka na vibe.
Because kuna story ingine mko mnapiga hapa, I think kabla tuanze show. Sijui ni story ni I found it to be super interesting. Hiyo story yako ya microwave. Hiyo sasa, hiyo si ni kuishi. Hizo sasa ni drama mingi.
Microwave.
Loko nasema kuna dem alikuwa nafikiri unamrecord na microwave.
Have you had only one woman in your life?
Azi?
Sasa hiyo story nikupatie. Hiyo story ilikuwa fiti sana.
Sawa, tupatie story tusikie.
Usiniambia hiyo. No, just throwing it out there like you know, like come on.
Si sawa, tupatie story.
Hiyo story ilikuwa fiti sana. This chick.
Tupatie hii story. Mimi ndio nilipata kio katikati. I found it to be.
Acha nikupigie hiyo story vizuri pole in less than a minute. So this chick alikuwa ni kuro.
Kuro?
Alikuwa ni kuro. Alikuwa ni kuro wa wazungu huko Lamu. Kuna wa Italiano. So she used to call me papi. Because sasa mimi ndio nilikuwa kazi yangu ni kuwakelea tu deki. It was the gigolo.
Ni mlatina kitu hiyo.
She's pure black, very nice body, but she has learned the psychology of the Italian tourist. So ni papi this, papi that, and she was very expensive. Alikuwa kama amejivaa vizuri, ma lingerie vitu kama hizo. Very sexy woman. Siku moja kama kwa keja, nilikuwa naishi place hapo Langata opposite Uhuru Gardens, inaitwa Turi. In the Turi.
Yeah.
Kama amevaa trench coat. Noko ndani amevaa hizi lingari. Lingeri. Imeshikilia nini hivi, kuna straps hapo. Najua hujaiona, acha kujifanya. Ndio kaka akasema hi papi, I'm here, akatoa jako, nikasema Mungu wangu, leo ni leo. Leo ni leo. So tuko hapo she changed, she was wearing my vest. Those days I used to wear vests. I had just come from marriage. I'm happily married over a vest.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa na vest hapo, kaenda kachukua vest, amevaa vest na sasa inaonyesha tu nipples, best yangu akam. Dem I go almost dead. Best yangu akam, tukapiga shtundu. Tukapiga shtundu fiti. Best yangu akaona trupa saka nisho, utanipatia, nikamwambia toka kwa nyumba yangu saa hii umbwa . Nikamfukuza, nikazima light, nikajaza ipepete. Najua upenda kupepeteana kwa kiti. Kwa bed ni awazae. So ndio nilikuwa nakuuliza hii studio amjai. You need to put somebody hapa kwanza naiona. Okay. Ndio record na mic, mwambie speak into the mic. So I used to have a red light. When I was recording my shows at the time. So it was very bright. So I would put it up from there. So it was somewhere there, and the microwave was there. The fridge was there, and the microwave was on top of the fridge, but they were in the same line. So the light, you cannot see it, but you can see the microwave.
Oh, so it's an open kitchen.
So it's an open house. It's so kitchen iko pale. So unaiona kitchen, open house, open everything.
Yes.
So nikazima lights, sayo niko na TV maduo. Inaitwa TLC ama THC?
TCL.
Hiyo. Ilikuwa baa ingine kali, ilikuwa ni bro. Ilikuwa na pepeteana huko ndani. Dema kona, so TV iko on, microwave iko pale. So nimeweka cushion mbili pale chini, sasa na pepeta hiyo kitu miguu ziko hapa. Dema kona hizo lights, na hizo lights ndio ziko na numbers. The microwave 0.0 whatever. nilisikia tu anasema you recording me, nikajua bas he said imecollapse. Dem akasema hawezi kaa kwa hiyo even 1 second, akatoka mbio mpaka kwa wochi. Ule jamaa record
ali hapa kiona
ndende. Alafu best yangu mwingine alikuwa anaishi hapo downstairs. Akaona nika nyama imejitoa, nikaanza kusikia akiongea naye, na angalia best nini hicho. Kuna ulale hapa
sitaki record.
Alafu asubuhi wewe unatoka bro, this chick was fine. And she has a vest, you're seeing her ass, you're seeing the side boob. And every time when she moves you can see the nipple. Yeah, so sorry ka collapse TCL kaile. So udem akawacha simu, akawacha kila kitu. She had gotten so paranoid. So the next day is when Zani katumana hizo vitu zake. Yeah, but that's the last time I saw my papi.
So mpaka leo ajui ilikuwa microwave.
No, we talked the next day. She was laughing. She was saying, "Oh, papi, unajua karibu hata nishikwe na mapolisi. Papi, so hiyo nilinipatia haikuwa mzuri." You know, we talked, but I was like, "No, her paranoia is too much for me. I never saw her again."
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a simple story. I don't know why you were trying to make it sound like.
Mi kuafikiri mehappen majuzi. Hii time after ushatoka.
That was when I'd left my marriage in 2016. I had some 2 bitches. So I used to call one Kasandi and the other one was Kasandi 2. So this one was Kasandi 2. Slim and nice. Everything is in place, my guy. Fucking hell. God has been good to me. So whoever it is you worship, who do you worship?
Wanyonyi, Jehovah Wanyonyi.
Mondeto. Oh, they have been good to me. Those gods, they have been beautiful.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Nini? Alafu of course kitu kingine pia tuna need ku-address ni story yako na Boina. Ulichekua that I took back my steps zangu nilizitake back juu nilisikia si mimi nilikuwa nafikiria alienda reach out to wewe, kumbe si it was all third party.
Oh, you thought she's the one who had reached out to me?
Yes. So since alikuwa reach out, nilikuwa najua like reach out akijua who she's dealing with, then ikakuwa story na she didn't reach out, she didn't even want to.
What was the problem? I thought that show was quite
yeah, it was a good one.
Why did you and what's this other idiot on X, what's his name? Ombachi.
Yes.
That is Zinjanthropus. Why did you guys have a problem with it?
I didn't have a problem with it. But
at the beginning you were very cool about it. You said I didn't see anything wrong with it. And then you came back to kiss her ass. I mean, what was that about?
It was more of now after kuambiwa like she was forced into it. I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
She was forced into it?
Yes, allegedly she was forced into it. She didn't want to do the show.
Pia uko na upuni mob sana.
Najua naweza kuwa na upuni. That's why nataka tubonge hiyo story.
Your video, allegedly she was forced into it. Who's ever forced into anything? What are you talking about?
Si watu wameandikwa kazi. Kwa umeandikwa kazi, uko na choice.
Toka!
Alikuwa anasema ameandikwa kazi.
Bas, sasa fanya kazi or shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Simple. Nobody's being forced to do anything. What kind of thinking is that, Marv?
Alisema
a grown up in Kenya forced to do something na kuna cameras na lights. Angesema KIBE sitafanya na KIBE. Na hii mkutano imekwisha.
Yeah.
So if she was forced into it, that is on her.
Okay. But ukibonga pia una notice kuna zile, of course we ni budaka mimi, so naelewa kuna time ulikuwa narusha anaideflect mbaya na ulikuwa na insist.
Dem ni mkora. Wacheni kutetea madema kwa over 18 please. Mwaf is very disgusting. This over 18 hao watu wana body count mob kuliko. Wewe hapo unajifanya ati unajua wewe ni buda. Gava imesema 18 plus 1. Hakuna ubuda hapa. Tafadhali. 18 plus 1.
18 plus 1. Plus 1
your ID kiwa hot.
Pale
Huduma Center. You're going to see me rolling around in my S5. Fifth. Umepata ID? Nimepata. Hello. Gava has agreed. Why are we playing games, my guy? Boina is what? She's 23.
Also 26, I think.
Bro, by the time my mom was 24, she had 4 kids. Please. Wow.
So,
unatetea mtu hataki kujitetea.
Na nini? S55 taiko wapi? Sinafikiri iko States.
Iko States. I'm planning to get one here. So far we've just been rolling in his S400.
Enyewe John.
Are you getting a car? If you ever get a chance, but you guys get a car like that. Skuli utaacha kuwa na poverty mentality.
Poverty mentality. Gani hiyo? Niambie Johnny.
Skuli utaacha tu. alafu sasa uembrace sasa pesa
Eh.
waje kwa mse wa Islands.
But I think ni poverty na kutraumatizing. Unajua wewe ulikuwa unafanya hivi kioo kwa mtu
Unaangalia
unaona
Volvo
Volvo.
jo. Sisi unajua
There are
tuliona
things you are used to, man.
Na si Volvo.
sisi ndo tuliende
Isikia.
Kuna TV, fridge na turntable.
First time
Maji ilikuwa kwa keja, choo ilikuwa kwa keja.
unajua kuna best yangu ulikuwa tunaenda
Sitoa
kucheza
nje.
na fridge yao. Alikuwa
Maji
anafungua.
hatujai tumia maji communal water.
Eh.
Ati hapo nje watu
Kwani umekula moto na budako cause budako alipatia ka soft life fulani jo.
sijakula moto naye.
Simkusikiaga hapo shui but that was puny. Unishasikia kwa kitu zingine za ovyo.
Yeah, but I'm not angry at anybody. But I can see it now. See me bado mimi interact naye. Mzee akiwa puny. There's a time nikiwa rooftop alinipigia simu. At that time he thought he still had control over me. Nimesikia now in Kikuyu. A friend of mine has told me you're saying some very crazy shit on the rooftop. I told him fuck off. I send you money. I'm doing whatever I need to do to survive. Wewe na kutumia do unanipigia makelele kana nani? Usikuja hapa na hiyo. I'm not that your child anymore. So I'm not your son for you to talk to me like I'm your son. I'm a fucking grown up. Have some respect when you come to talk to me. No matter who you are, hata ukiwa madhangu. Kama uniongelesha kama mwanaume, usikuja kuniongelesha kama mtoi. I know what I'm doing. Na nikidedi nimededi. Wewe ni mali yako gani nimekula?
Hakuna mali ya budako umekula.
Umsote. Ana kakiro. But I love him very much. I love him in all his puniness.
Mnakoga watu wangapi familia?
One. My elder sister passed on. My eldest sister passed on.
Mlikuwa 5?
So tulikuwa 4, now we are 3.
You're 3.
I don't know whether we are. Labda wengine wamededi na sijui.
After wewe kuna boy ama kuna
I'm the only boy, so I don't keep in touch with them.
Oh, damn. So ulikuwa mademu 4 boy moja?
Mademo 3 boy moja.
Mademu 3 boy moja.
Yeah, so we are 4 of us.
Oh, si lakini soma sita yako wakamekula moto na wewe jo.
Baya.
Kusko hapa.
Many hate. Yeah, because I went in a different direction. I was supposed to be that nice guy who would have taken care of my family. The world had a different plan for me.
Okay. But now, the few people who misunderstand message yako ya kudili na watoi. Unaweza kuwa na nini gani? Kwa unajua kuna sota kusikiza, alafu utafikiria hii raya ataishughulikiaje watoto. But sasa hata ukipatia ile story yako ya airport, wewe sema vile ulikuwa na 450, ukatuma 3 so home, alafu kabaki na 120. Unacheki? That means taking care of the kids. So, understand kuna raya zikisikiaga. You might take it as a joke, but kuna so ichukwaga literally. I don't need to take care of mtoi. Wacha mtoi learn the hard way.
You see the problem with that thinking is that then you're putting too much power in the hands of the woman. Yeah,
what
because the women can now take your love for your kids and use it against you. So we have seen that a lot of times.
Yes.
So the woman takes your love, because men are the ones who love. Love emanates from the man. So she sees that you like your son or your daughter and you like them very much and you want to do things. Because she wants to hurt you, she can use that against you. So for me, I'm telling guys, you should be willing to walk away even from your own kids. Yeah. This fighting in the courtrooms, it's bullshit. You should be willing to walk away. You have sperms. You have millions of sperm. You can make other kids. Fuck these kids. I know it sounds harsh, but many of us are in trouble because we cannot say fuck those kids. So this woman is going to put you through hell because of this social conditioning, social engineering, that you have to love your kids to death. I can love my kids from a distance. I can love them even without talking to them. I can love them without ever seeing them again for the rest of their lives.
You only love gun.
Yeah. Just like God loves you. God amekupenda na kuacha udinyo huku mpaka na nini. So the thing is this, as a man, you must say no to manipulation. Did you ever watch a movie called The Usual Suspects?
Yeah. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled is convincing the devil that he did.
Kevin
the one
Spacey.
that he didn't exist. Yes.
Do you remember the one thing that he did?
Kaiser Sose.
With his family? When he went home and he found that these guys had put guns to his family, they had put guns to his people. Kaiser Sose himself said, fuck you and you and you. He killed his own people. Said, I will take the power. You cannot take the power away from me. I'm going to make your trauma nyuma umbwa. Akaoa watoi na wife akasema mimi nimechukulia watu I have done what I made a mistake as a gangster and I got into the family way. It's a big mistake.
Yes.
Some of you are players. You get into the family way. Big mistake. Some of you are not supposed to be with women. Big mistake. Get into the game of women. So you should be strong enough to say kwaheri to anything, anytime.
Lakini sasa now the counter argument is wewe mwenyewe kusema kwaheri tu watoto. Kuna maanisha umekubali
No,
kumanipulate.
I'm just giving you an example. Niko na watu wengine hata sishughulikangi. Wale unajua tu na wawili. And this is because it's the latest relationship. But I have many other kids out there I don't give a shit about.
But
so you don't hold me to only these two kids.
If they reach out to you, do you welcome?
Kama saa hii tuko hapa na mwafu. And you've had all the shit I've said about you. I'm actually a pretty decent fellow. If these kids were to reach out, we'd probably have a burger. And then I send them back to their mother, tell them, never contact me again. Yeah, because what is this you're looking for?
See, they're looking for
fatherly
love.
It's done. I'm not that guy.
But sasa ni wa broken marriages.
Our really, yeah. So these are the results of broken. I mean, all of them are results of broken relationships.
But kuna wale wa marriage. So but church too. From church to this. So Burale akionaga from church to this.
I don't know anything about Burale. I see his rise. He has been very lucky. He's made a lot of strides.
No, anauliza like from nowadays newborn hata.
No, we don't. Why?
Because naweza taka kujua like how wanachukua
life yetu ni different. Yeye aliingia life ya ukon. Mimi nimechukua life ya straight and narrow. Sasa how are we these two? Because I cannot hang out with pastors.
It's bad for business.
Yeah,
both
it's bad
sides.
for business. Because for me, I have to say what I have to say. In church, you can't. So these two are not compatible.
Because mupenda sana kumonga jua the fact that the church is the biggest conman and they sell this ish kabisa. But now the question would be like, what's the difference between hii time uko mnafanya na Brale do the power of self image na saizi kudu masculinity, like is there a difference according to you?
No, there's no difference. It's all the same thing. It's all just empowerment.
Yeah.
It's all empowerment. We've had a big problem for a long time. So I think this is just a culmination of all that. Yeah. So it's 28 ways to win. So there's no difference between what we were doing then and what I'm doing now. Only that I would say I'm more exposed, probably wiser.
Okay.
And I have better ways of presenting issues.
Okay. Alafu pia ukiwa States uliendaga very right wing podcast. And in the podcast, I think one of the things I used to get from you, maybe indirectly, I don't know, memory yangu aga messed up, was I felt like you think Black Americans have a victim mentality. I don't know if I put it in the right words.
Yeah, they do. And it's
Kwa unasema hivyo?
Yeah, I mean, nika watu wa ghetto hapa Kenya.
Kiaje?
It's very, very few people utapata hawana victim mentality because it's preached. That's why the politicians are able to go there and give them 200 bob or 300 bob. Because the only thing they'll push to them is the victimhood. Accept the victimhood. That's it. Amna nini. Wewe, do you know the cost of unga? Do you know?
Anya najua. Unga maybe 160, I don't know.
I'll take it. It doesn't matter to you. So when that guy stands there and says unga imepanda, you're like, hey, imepanda, lakini you don't know, you don't care. Do you? Wewe ukitaka ugali itakuwa hapo kwa meza. Unga ikiwa so 2 so 3, it doesn't matter, unataka ugali itakuwa kwa meza. So we are very pretentious. Extremely pretentious. That things matter and they don't. Yeah. So I don't even know where I was going with that point, but I felt
as in kwa naponga juu ya Black Americans.
Black Americans are my victims. Wacha now. Because right now they're still crying for reparations.
See, I think kuna dem fulani nilicheki alipatia na example kwa Black American girl. She gave a very good example. Alikuwa nabonga juu ya kome kukicheza Monopoly na mtu for 400 years. Si ndio? Nacheza Monopoly. Yes? Alafu for this 400 years, for 350 years hakukubalia win chochote. Ilikuwa kila kitu unadu any wealth that umemake kwa hii monopoly unampatia for free sindio alafu eventually akakwambia sawa unawezaanza kucheza peke yako iko ni for 250 years so after hii 250 years akakwambia for anything sasa unaweza jitengenezea nini yako peke yako then vile ulianza kufanya peke yako akakuja akadestroy so akapatia an example ya Tulsa unajua Tulsa Oklahoma na Rosewood so Tulsa ilikuwa inajulikana kama the Black Wall Street sindio ilikuwa attacked ikakuwa raised to the floor alafu Rosewood pia a very successful nini brought to the floor and then akaendelea kukuharas then around maybe 50 years ago akakwambia sawa unaweza cheza hii monopoly peke yako but usimake mistake yoyote tutakupeleka jela tukifikiria we ni threat tutakupiga risasi nini akauliza like how is that fair do you see why wanakuaga angry bcause unajua ukienda as a wacha nimalize hii statement ukienda as an immigrant and umetoka a shithole country you'll appreciate everything plus the injustice but if you are born there you're going to look at it differently.
Where is there more police brutality? In America or in Africa? In fact, let's forget about Africa. Kenya.
But yetu inakuwaga seasonal to a certain level.
Just answer the question. Where is there more police brutality? In Kenya or in Africa? You've traveled to America.
Yes.
How many Kenyans?
With America, I'm more afraid.
How many Kenyans who have ever traveled to America have been killed because of police brutality? So if, let's say, since the beginning of Kenyans going to America, let's say we've gone about
maybe since the 60s.
Maybe since the 60s, your time airlift program. Let's assume maybe 5 million. So it's 5 million a good number?
Tumekuwa submissive as fuck.
But is 5 million a good number?
Wale wakenya washaenda huko maybe a million.
No, a million.
2 million.
A million is
the
California.
60s.
A million is California. So let's say 5 million. 5 million Kenyans have been to the US to study, to do whatever, everything, since 1965, including Barack Obama's father. How many of them have reported police brutality?
And this is what I'll tell you. My counter argument to that would be attitude yetu as Africans, we are very submissive.
How many?
We are very submissive.
Counter argument. It's just a question.
Yes.
How many of them out of 5 million? So we can take a percentage.
Yes.
It's out of 5 million have reported police brutality. Either they were shot by the police or false arrest, whatever. Any police brutality out of the 5 million who've gone. What do you think the percentage could be?
Less than 1%.
1%. If 10% is 500,000, 1% would be 50,000.
50K. Yeah, less than that. Maybe even less than 0.0.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
But it's not the same with the blacks in America.
Why is it not the same? It's their country. So they'll work with more swagger than Sisi.
So,
work with more attitude
so in the same
than Sisi.
country,
They'll
the
demand
same
more.
black person has no incident of police brutality, while the other one has incidents of police brutality. And they're the same black person living in the same area. What does that say about those people? Same black person is indistinguishable. If you're in America, they cannot tell where you come from.
A few of us wanaweza tell, but I understand what you mean.
Aje.
Ukiwa States hakuna time limit kama
There is
Afrika
no
fulani.
time they can tell whether you're, unless umedress ka, hata ukidress aje, hata ukikaa homeless. A black person is a black American until you open your mouth. But the incidents of police brutality are way... In fact, they don't exist. Mi nikiwa huko for hiyo miaka yote sijaisimamishwa na karao.
Ulikuwa naendesha
S550? Nimeendesha gari mob, si S550 peke yake. Gari mob, the best possible cars. Nimeendesha mpaka bus in America. Sijaisimamishwa na karao. I don't know how watu wanasimamishwa na karao. George hajaisimamishwa na karao. Atujua amefanya kitu ya ujinga. So if you are stupid...
tutoe police brutality. Tuende kwa systemic racism. Yes.
Does it affect like people like Oprah and Jay-Z or Tyler Perry?
Am I just
in the ghetto?
Tunabonga juu ya art. Let's not talk about art. Let's talk about now
like
normal day-to-day life. Yes? Not sports, not art. Normal day-to-day life.
Like where?
Where getting a loan becomes harder.
Like where?
Getting a loan as a black person akwaga harder than...
Where are you saying?
Anywhere in the US. black people kupata loans
you-
na kwa
you-
gahata
you-
number
you-
one
you sound
and
so
apart from that
ignorant.
z
What the fuck are you talking about? That is harder to get a loan.
this is any kitu
Please.
fact
But unajua blacks walipewa
Any
PPP
fact.
loans mingi aje?
wacha
Do you know the blacks had
PPP
more PPP loans than anybody else?
hatubongi juu ya PPP tunasema like mortgages
Ama-
tunabonga juu ya vitu kama mortgage like
Mwaf,
let's
mwaf,
say
mwaf,
mortgage,
mwaf,
mortgage
mwaf,
rates
mwaf,
for
mwaf, mwaf.
black-
You're a very exposed person.
yes
Usiongee hivi kaa Dwanzi.
yes
When you say exposed, America is all about credit. They don't care your skin color. It's all about credit. Is
Yes.
your credit good or bad?
yes
It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter who you're fucking or who's fucking you. Is your credit good or bad? Bro, that's all they look at. They never even have to meet you.
okay
It's all about credit.
hiyo sijakata
Don't Google for me because you are the same people who write this shit on Google. I have been there and I'm saying I don't
utakata.
see what you're talking about.
ona lazima utakata 'cause,
Okay, what are you going to tell me? Hebu niambie.
yeah, hapa ilikuwa tu google na hii ni ai overview the ai overview ilisema black borrowers often face challenges securing favorable mortgage rates compared to their white counterparts
Why?
Even when accounting for credit scores and other loan characteristics unachua even when accounting for credit scores then kasema a
Who has written
2024 study by the national association of realtors found that 20% of mortgages for black borrowers in 2022 had rates exceeding 6% compared to 21%
Why?
for hispanic borrowers so black people
Why?
walikuwa na nini at higher rates just the color of your skin
No.
just simple
No, it's the
Yes.
rate of default.
not the rate of
It's the rate of default. The
What's
higher the rate of default, the higher you're going to pay in premiums.
so
Same way,
if I have a
an
high
old-
credit score
an old car, you pay more for insurance. Right?
if I have a high credit score it means I don't default
So if you have a high credit score, there's no bank in America, no credit institution can deny you credit. That's their business. Wow, what are you talking about? Biashara yao ni kukupatia do. Uko na you know what a credit score means?
yes najua it
What does it
opens
mean?
up the world to you
What does it mean?
it means that
A credit score
if
means
kikupatia credit you'll pay yes
Consistency means that you've borrowed here, you've borrowed here, you've borrowed here, and you've paid back. So they can trust you with more and more and more and more. Majority of the black people cannot be trusted to pay back. They don't pay back. They're still on food stamps. So these are not people you can trust to pay back the loan that you give them. That's why the institutions don't give them. But they're not giving them because they are black. They're giving them because they are unable to pay back their loans.
so we mwenyewe utaka hapa comfortably utuambie that black people majority wako on food stamps umesema majority
Bro,
not majority of the people
majority
on
of
food
black
stamps
people are on food stamps, are on welfare.
hiyo yako
Welfare
it
and
sounds
food
more
stamps.
like self-hate than anything
I'm not a black person in America. Why would I hate them?
see you are a black person still
But
in
if
this
okay,
world,
so
in a white man's world
Mwaf, if majority of the black people in America are on food stamps and on welfare, where does your argument go after that?
not majority of black people ni
No, I'm saying,
sema
let's
hivi
assume that is the truth.
yes it's not the truth the truth
Let's
is
assume it is.
majority
Yeah.
of people on food stamps are black people that can be true but to say majority of black people are on food stamps
If you look at food
like-
stamps by races, and you look at welfare,
yes
the black person is on top. You can Google that one.
unacheki saa kuna vitu umekubali ni google alafu kuna
Because
vitu
hizo
unakataa.
zinatoka kwa in results tunazijua. They are coming from recognized institutions.
okay wacha niangalie food stamps by nini ni food
Ukiangalia
stamps by race.
single motherhood pia blacks wako on the top.
yeah
Coincidence?
yeah single nini hiyo inajulikana
So
Black
single
people-
parent homes have less income than two parent homes. True or not true?
yes
So meaning two parent homes can pay back loans better than single parent homes. 90%, not 90%, many of the women who are single mothers are on food stamps.
okay this is interesting unajua uzuri wendi umebring up snap I think your snap ndio ya food stamps snap inaitwa like ati what race is the most on food stamps ikasemekana non-hispanic white people accounted for 44.6% of adult snap residents and 31% of child recipients about 27% of both adult and child recipients were black then hispanic people who can be of any race accounted for 21.9% macheki so sisi ni 27% ulikuwa umesema
Blacks nyini wasoti, you're the most violent,
Ulikuwa
and
umesema?
you're the most emotional mmereizwa na mamadha zenyu. Ndio kwa maana nyumba zenyu zimesota. Bro, you should see how some of those black people live. They live worse than us. Na wako America, a country of possibilities. A country where you can go to Chipotle and get paid $18 an hour.
Yeah. So na understand mi kitu moja musamaga juao ma brother zetu kuzumi bado mwachukua kwa brother zetu one thing that I'd want them to do ni ku see the world. I feel like American education inakuwaga very limited where you end up thinking all you can do succeed in sports na art najua so vitu kama education science nini hawakuwagi as active as unapata kama Nigerians wanaenda huko wanadominate wahindi wanaenda wanadominate nini wanadominate but still siwezi sema that you can go around this world without understanding that you're a black man hata yu ukisema ulikuwa una move around Texas
Unajua,
not realizing you're black it's to be very naive.
When I was in Austin I used to go play pool at a certain pool hall. Your pool hall imejaa watu white. There's only one other black guy there.
Yes.
But bro, and it's a pool hall that has 26 tables. 26 tables.
Yeah.
There's only one black guy there. I was the second black guy there. I never felt uncomfortable. I never felt like I never felt that racism that you talk about. In fact, me and the guy who used to register us, we used to crack Shaka Zulu jokes together.
Yeah.
Because that's how free we are. In Texas, Austin, I would drive to the time when I would feel pressure, nikiana somewhere labda naenda kuweka mafuta kwa petrol station area ya mablacks. Hapo ndio nasikia njeve najua hapa anything can happen.
Yeah.
But place kuna ma whites, I never felt that pressure.
So hizo area walikuwa za black was it were they rich neighborhoods or poor neighborhoods?
Which ones? Like where I was staying?
Hizo za mablacks
Ukienda rich neighborhoods watu wapi?
Sasa tunakwambia
wapi watu wapi?
You nakwambia hiyo disenfranchisement.
When a black man
disenfranchisement.
when a black man gets money, what does he do? The first thing he does is what? Mwaf.
Hii kununua chains na vitu kama hizo.
He moves to a white neighborhood. The first thing a black man does when he gets money, move out from that puny neighborhood is to the white neighborhoods. That's where there's safety. Yeah, that's where people are out looking through your fence. The first thing a black person does when they get money is move out of the black neighborhood into a white neighborhood. That is standard inajulikana. Why?
Yes. Because kutakuwa na better schools na kutakuwa na better safety.
Everything is better on that side. Hapa, this is chaos.
Na hii chaos ni juu ya poverty.
Ni juu nyinyi ni mapunis.
Ni juu ya poverty.
You are punis now. How long will it take Kenya before we get out of colonialism?
Skiza. Counter argument yangu would be Atlanta ni majority black, yes? And it's run by black people. It's one of the most successful cities in America. True or false? Inaitangwa the America's Wakanda.
No, it's not run by black people.
Ushaendaga ATL.
It's not run
ulienda
by black people.
ile time ulikuwa uliendaga ATL.
But it's not
Ungeenda
run by black
ATL
people.
unge notice jo unatembeaga it's the one of the few places in states ile nilitembea na
Iko na
feel kama niko
majority
states.
wa black.
Tuko wengi ATL the city itself like every two people ni mmoja wetu jo uko like niko home Jonas siko home
Wa Kenya.
unacheki si wa Kenya but ma blacks wako wengi kabisa.
What do you mean moja wetu?
Like
Those
at
people
the
are
end
not
of the
your people,
day
bro.
they are still my people man.
Ulitola nao wapi?
Nikiwa place yoyote in this world the first thing wasoonaga kabla niongee ni ngozi na hii ngozi yetu waga iko judged kabisa
Victimhood.
before tuongee isi victimhood
My God.
hii ni reality.
You still have it. Even
In the
as
reality,
successful
so.
as you've been with this podcast, you're still carrying around the badge of victimhood.
It's not victimhood.
But every time I go
It's
somewhere,
it's
people see me
self-awareness.
as black before I open my mouth.
It's
No, you are seeing
self-awareness.
yourself as black.
Ni
Shida ni
self-awareness.
wewe. So you are seeing yourself as black, so you're countering whatever it is you think they are seeing in you. Stop living in your imagination, mwaf.
So
Come on.
wewe unafikiria tu anakuona kaa KIBE, a man of character.
Doesn't matter what they see.
It does not matter,
So
but
ulisema
I'm
uko
just
confident.
telling you.
Sasa
I'm
wewe kila saa
confident.
ukienda unaanza kuna watu wanakuchukuliaje aje. What are you talking about, mwaf? Kuwa serious.
See, wewe
Your
kwa
point makes
serious
sense.
wewe. Wewe lazima tu nini. So
Black,
wewe mwenyewe jiulize.
black people in America, let me just put that statement out there so you guys can understand. As long as you carry victimhood, it doesn't matter where you go. If you go to America today with that victim mentality, utajipata uko place ma blacks wako na victim mentality. If you carry that shit, you go to Tanzania, you'll find people who are victim mentality na mukae na hao. There is nothing like racism. It doesn't exist. That's a lie. It doesn't exist. You see now you are by definition a racist.
Okay.
Yeah, because for you are seeing your color of your skin. So you're not seeing merit. You're not seeing possibilities. You are seeing first things first. Whatever it is these guys are doing to me is because of the color of my skin. But if you take that away, then you're free to be anything.
Okay, wacha nikuulize vile ulikuwa states ulisikia mtu yote ameitwa European American?
Hapana.
But ulisikia African American?
Yes, many times.
Ama blacks kwako, are they African in any way?
I thought you said your brothers.
Zizi, I'm asking
So
you. When do some racism exist?
Yeah.
So I'm giving you an example where
they can be
someone
called anything
whose
they want.
family yake, lineage yake yote ni America for 400 years. Bado anaitwa African American. That means
what is the name of your great great grandfather?
Yeah? Of course sijui.
So
But alikuwa mchaka fulani.
400 years imetoka hapi.
400 years ni kukwambia like no matter how long wameishi hiyo country, they'll never be fully American.
You want to tell me, Mwaf?
They'll never be fully American.
You want to tell me someone like George or the countless Kenyans who've gone there and have naturalized and have made it in that country from zero. Some people landed there with $5. And now they are millionaires, multi-millionaires. They made it in the same country that Jeff Bezos...
of course,
wacha tumalize. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk came from South Africa with nothing.
Elon iko na ngozi wewe. Tuache mambo ya ngozi.
Do you know who the richest man in America, the black American?
Richest black American? Sasa sijui. Nani?
As opinions
richest African ni Angote.
No, richest black American. Unajua ni
wapi? But najua mabilionaires kadhaa, najua ni akina Oprah, Tyler Perry, sasa sijui watu wa Wall Street, mablacks wale wako huko.
But you assume
but I'm sure
there
wako.
must be one,
yes, wako. Watu wa sports mabilionaire, I think LeBron na nani pia si ni billionaire anaitwa Jordan. Yes.
So it's
Jay-Z,
possible to come from
Jay-Z,
zero.
Rihanna. Yes, it's possible. I'm not disputing
imagine
that.
A 46-year-old man travels from Kenya with 0 shillings, goes all the way to America, sits there, does his podcast. In 2.5 years, he's able not only to afford a Mercedes-Benz, but a good life. In the same country where people are talking about 400 years. So if you look at the 400 years, then you're a victim. If you look at the possibilities that America is offering you today, then,
yes.
But as long as you won't look back, then you look back. But there's nothing happening.
I think two
here.
things can be true. Two things can be true. Is America the land of opportunities? Yes, it is. And I keep saying that. Yes, it is. But it is also the same country ile as a black person. Lazima ukuwe rada kabisa. Hawezi tembea.
You went to
Skiza?
America. You went to America.
Yes.
Ulikuwa wapi?
Nilienda places kadhaa. Nilikuwa Texas yenyewe. Nilienda Colorado.
Racism wapi?
Nilienda Colorado. I was always with someone. So siku feel some sort of way.
So have you ever experienced racism?
I wouldn't say I've experienced it. But kitu moja ile nakwambia, the way natembea as an African, tunakuwa na a certain level of submissiveness that makes us look less of a threat than msee.
Where? Talk about yourself.
Hata wewe mwenyewe bila
kujua. Mimi sina hiyo submissiveness yako. You are the one who had a problem of seeing white skin. So as long as you saw white skin, ukakuwa kunta kinte.
Sikuwa na shida.
Yes, masa.
Sikuwa na shida ya ngozi, we kwenda huko. Mi kile nasema ni wewe
umepandikwa ngozo.
Unajua
ngozo unapanic, unasema oh my god, ngozo is more intelligent, more richer nini. That's why you kiss us to this white people.
Yoni yako.
What's the difference between a white person and a black person?
You went to a right-wing podcast. Right-wing podcast zinakuwaga mostly. Ushaisikiaga this statement. Inakuwaga ni not all Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Trump supporters. You've heard that statement.
That's bullshit statement.
It's a very factual statement. Kumbuka, saizi, kwa nini wasona rushwa inje na Trump? Ushasikia msa wa Brito, amerushwa El Salvador.
Okay.
Have you had a white person?
Let's discuss things we know.
Yeah.
Who deported more people in their first few months of office? Between Bush, Obama, Biden and Trump.
Wacha tuangalie. But kuna mtu alidipota
ukipata hiyo, then I don't think you have the depth to talk about someone like Trump.
I have. I think he's a moron.
You've taken a
and
position.
That's why he's messing up the economy.
We can't have a real conversation because you've already taken a position.
How is the economy doing? The American economy now?
It's beautiful.
It's not. It's tanking.
Let's talk about
have you looked at the dollar?
Forget about this. We don't know anything. Me and you are idiots when it comes to this.
Yes.
Tuonge vitu najua kaa kudinyana, hiyo mimi najua. So there's a Trump, mimi na wewe hatujui.
Yes.
Let's talk about things that both of us know. This one, we have no fucking clue. Yeah. You and I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, did Obama remove more non-citizens from the US than any other president in
Use the
US
word
history.
deportation.
Nini, yes, okay. So Obama alideport wase kibao. Okay. So
So
ilikuwa
hiyo
ni
point yako ilikuwa ni dot juu ya Mavi, erase
Yeah.
that. Next point.
dot jamapyaje.
So ulikuwa unabonga juu ya Trump na vile
Sisi anarusha wase El Salvador. Rudisha mtu kwao.
But Barack alitupa watu wengi kuliko Trump.
Alikuwa anarudisha kwao na
It
kulikuwa na
doesn't
due
matter.
process.
Toka kwa nyumba yangu, I will find a place for you if your country doesn't want you. Yeah, it's simple.
Okay. So Ruto, ni kama kiasi umekama utaza Ruto supporter. So why is that?
I was a huge Ruto supporter when I was in State 2. Huge. I campaigned for him.
Hey, that was 2022. Right now?
No, right now I'm not supporting anyone. I don't think they represent my interest. All of them.
Yeah, kwa nini?
They don't speak my language. Sikiangi wakiongea kama mimi. I don't meet them anywhere I go. We don't share common interests. We don't share common spaces. Who are these people? So I don't know them. These are strangers.
But sasa
ni watu wametoka Ocha wakakama wakachukua viti alafu. So me I don't know them. So when I look at them, when I looked at Ruto, because the what was presented to us was Raila and Ruto. I looked at Raila and I looked at Ruto and I was like, no, I've seen this guy's meteoric rise. He has not lost once. He's going all the way. This could be our Messiah. So in my mind, it was clear. Like, this guy is the Messiah. You can see as, just jumping from one victory to the next. Okay? The first time he tries to be deputy president, he becomes deputy president. And here he is front running against Raila. Raila with his history, like, we'd rather go with this guy. And especially when Raila picked Martha Karua. I was like, this guy is being controlled. Because Raila would not have picked Martha Karua. There were many other options.
Yeah.
So at that time, I thought Raila has given in to the left side. So this guy looked like the better option. And so I pushed my energy and I said, this is the better option. My biggest mistake was picking sides, because I should have at least found out who is representing me. Why am I natetea Ruto kwa nini? Uni nani?
Yeah.
Natetea Raila kwa nini? Uni nani? I'm telling guys, I'm not seeing our people. Can we start to stand up and take this power for ourselves? Because our people are not there. Raila is not our people. Ruto is not our people. It doesn't matter who they bring right now. Maraga is not our people. All these people have come from Shags.
Oh, ukisema people wanamaanisha watu wametoka Ocha.
So watu wa Shags wanakam kuchaguana hapa Nairobi. So mimi nasema hawa si watu wetu. They are their own people. Some Jagero, when I was on his podcast, he tried to say I'm a Kikuyu. I told him, I'm not a Kikuyu. When am I speaking Kikuyu?
Yeah.
I cannot be Kikuyu by birth. That's nonsense. Kikuyu is what Kikuyu does. So have I benefited from being a Kikuyu? No. Do I speak Kikuyu? No. Would you consider me Murima? When was the last time I was in Murima? Apart from Ride 47. Siendangi Ocha, sifanyangi hizo vitu. So Murima aje?
Yeah, ni mtu wa Murima. Uchiketa amevaa green.
Sasa, mi ni mswatao. Unajeki? Mi ni mswatao. So hizo vitu za Murima.
You don't feel represented by
No, they don't represent me.
Sakaja?
Sakaja could be close. Yeah, Sakaja could be close. Apart from
Shame
probably...
Sakaja?
Sijamit.
Oh, okay.
I've sent him an invite though.
Okay.
Told him I would want to sit with him. I find him extremely fascinating.
Buda, shukran. And good luck na kitabu sasa hapa Kenya. Umesema first 1,000 copies.
No, 100.
First 100 copies.
So I'm going to personally autograph the first 100 copies.
Si tumechukua copy 3.
So nimechukua 3. Now listen to this. This book is so good. I would wish you'd buy it for men who you think need some help. It doesn't matter what you think about me. Forget about me. Forget about all those things I've ever said. Forget about that bullshit. Just assume that you're dying and I'm the only one who can save you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you hate me. I'm the only one who's there. Hakuna mtu mwingine amekamkuwa save. So ama vijana, ni mimi tu niko. And this book is a helping hand. I swear if I got this book when I was 20, fucking hell.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Yeah. So, nunueni kitabu inaitwa ni
mununue msinunue shauri yenyu. This is the
28 weeks.
best book of all
Are
time.
you launching it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of launching it, but that's not the plan yet because
Plan is to move it.
the plan is to go around and popularize it, like now what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
So once I get the hard copy, it will be better because now I can offer it to you. So in fact, probably we can do another small podcast when I get it in my hands. Then I come and we do that.
Yeah.
So
Very much welcome.
Yeah, but I'm thinking legacy media is not really as powerful as it used to be. This is the new media.
Yeah.
So tunaweza uza hiyo kitabu tu hapa.
Yeah. So into a journey into manhood, 20 weeks of unapologetic. 28 weeks of unapologetic masculinity. 2 weeks because I'm 2 week. I'm nataka kusema nini. Ni 28 weeks of unapologetic masculinity. Buddha, shukran. Na pia umeonyesha wase that people can have differences of opinion and still sit down together, because kuna kwagana watu emotional sana hapa nje wale wana believe you have a difference of opinion. Saizi kila mtu amecancel ni Kasmuel, anani tena amecanceliwa. Nilicheck jana walikuwa na cancel, ilikuwa ni Morara. Watu wako na za ovyo sana na hii jinga kucancel watu.
But you see, you cannot talk them out of it. Yeah, because you're not in their platforms.
Yeah.
So hakuna sahi wakisha chukua hiyo direction. Chana nao.
Yeah.
How washaribika because they are looking, it's the victimhood I was talking to you about. They are victims, so they always gravitate towards victimhood. Wamependa kucancel bro.
Na boy wako nani unamwonagaje? Ule boy jo. Gaidho.
Gaidho is a genius. He's a full genius.
Because me I just realized that Gaidho is Kisii majuzi.
Namkisi?
Yeah.
Kikuyu?
Anaitwa Obese, amjagi?
I didn't know. He's a
He's Kisii?
Anaitwa Obese.
Omonto minto.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's a shocker.
Gaidho is a genius. That guy, he really aliharibu reputation yangu sana time ya Gen Z. But I still find him to be so brilliant. And he's just a brilliant guy. I'm in awe of him.
Okay. So, time yetu ya kuishia. So vile susamaga like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend.
My website,
Yeah.
where you can find the book, www.mrlambistic.com.
Okay.
You know, I call myself Mr. Lambistic.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So www.mrlambistic.com. I expect before this show is over, you're going to have gone there.
Yeah.
You buy it and put the order there. 3 books. You said yours?
Yeah, 3 books. Hiyo ni nini? Yangu, Rapcha na Ian.
Yeah.
Like tunaenda hata sasa
Enda saa
hivi. Yeah. Cause tuende sasa hivi na hii time tunaenda nataka mfikirie juu ya statement yangu. Cause naona nikaa mnisikii. Nimesema that anaitwa nani? Gaidho ni Mkisii na jina yake ni Obese. mrlambistic.com. Nachukua time ku nini?
So your story ya Gaidho ulikuwa naenda wapi? Story ya Gaidho ulikuwa naenda wapi?
I think amenyitarada kile namaanisha. Jana like by the time tuna nini bado nini yako ina load. Inachukua time ku load jo. So itabidi maybe ni load nikiwa off air. But ilikuwa hivi. Gaidho aliattack Buddha anaitwa nani jo. Sasa mnafanya na explain.
It might take time.
KIBE's 28 commandments. A journey
always
into
gets
manhood.
there.
Pre-order now. So finya your pre-order.
No, this is your process, but I want
Yes.
you to value the book.
Yeah. So I think itachukua Mr.
Story ya
KIBE.
Gaidho na Ukisii imetoka wapi?
Yeah?
It's not even about
Si nimekuambia kuna jina ya ajab. Yeah? Jina ya Kikisii anaitwa Obese.
I thought I had heard it the first time. Did you see him? He put a tweet the other day talking about some fat guy, and I'm like, Gaidho? About a fat guy? Please, Negro.
Sana itwa Gaidho Obese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ekonene.
But na hizo jabs unajaribu kumtupia. Do you guys have issues? Have you guys had
Gaidho sasa bado kuna mimi kwa ni address. Ilikuwa ni jana. I think he said that mimi na Morara tumekuwa paid kusema that kushinda Ruto si rahisi. Because I've just been saying that to defeat someone like Ruto you need to inaitwa nini? Lazima mkuwe mmejipanga. Unacheki. And when I say that I don't say it to discourage people. I just say it to say hakuna vile uta defeat an African president with your first try if you don't give it 180%. So yeah, akisikia hivyo, he just takes it like you've been paid. And that's why now...
But why are you saying it?
Since ye mwenyewe, alienda aliita nani aliita
Why are you saying it?
why am I saying that to encourage because me I want Ruto out so I want people to give it 100%.
No, but you're not talking from inside the game. You're talking from outside.
Like
Not even a coach. I was going to say coach, then I thought coach is not a perfect definition.
yeah but yes I'll need my phone for hii last step so that was the reason so si ati niko na shida fulani kubwa na
So
yeye
yeah,
sana.
alisema wewe na moral melipwa.
Yeah, mi na moral umelipwa.
Ah,
Alafu
umelipwa?
hakuna mtu ashanilipa jo nangojaga
But
nilipwe
you're
jo na
invited to all
sijailipwa.
these big events.
Which events are
I
those?
mean, you've been to State House, right?
Yes hiyo tulienda cause tuko
How many
kwa
times?
thereis once kwa tu mara moja
What other state events have you been invited to?
niyo moja tu
State House.
yes state house
Time
once.
ya King of Netherlands.
King of Netherlands hatukuinvitiwa wali put out an invite in a group that has online creators that are you interested kuja state house nikasema mulipa hizi tax zote na sijaenda state house wacha niende so that's why the reason why I went and now when I went ndio eventually I was accused okay it was even before niko nishakuwa accused of being paid but yes I think defeating
So
Ruto
you're
will
not
be
getting
hard.
paid by government?
No
You've never eaten any government money?
sijai jo not even dururu moja jo
Hapana, pia nyinyi mko serious.
sijai kula hata
Sasa-
shilingi.
Sasa-
Mnafanya
what do you
podcast
do?
gani hizi? Hamjakula pesa ya gava?
Oi, ulikula
Zero.
siku zako
Ai, 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 ai.
ulikuwa ushakula pesa
I'm
kama
trying. Bro, you are the most mainstream, the softest podcast. How have you not eaten government money?
yeah, to the softest podcast.
Softest, hii yenyu ni soft. Nyu leta mpaka ma lesbians.
Tulichujwa. Tulichujwa kwa hiyo group ya gava ungekuwa unajua vile tulitolewa mbio kwa
So
hiyo
mjakula
group.
do ya gava.
Hatujakula do ya
Zero.
gava. Nimengoja kuikula jo ifikagi jo
So wakakaa mtakuchukua.
wakinipatia pesa mzuri ndachukua
I mean, but sasa wewe kama ukuli pesa si any money is good money.
no it's not it needs to be money that ile hata mkiniita sell out na roll tu window up
Fuck you guys.
yeah alafu woof, 0 to
Zero
60
in your DMs.
yeah in 2.5 seconds
So it's not something you've not thought about.
I always hear that Ruto kila nimesikia juu ya Ruto ni Ruto gives you an offer you can't refuse chikimajuzi nani ilikuwa nani umse anaitwa nani umse ingine Nyakundi alikuwa anasema alikuwa offered 30M yes if you offer me 30M na inaichukua siwezi kataa 30 million
Unainamisha.
gava nachukua 30 million unajua kwa nini because everyone knows my views like nishamekigi views zangu clear from day one nikaambia watu we need change acheki if all of a sudden niamke kesho nikwambia we don't need change jua nimelipwa kaa nimelipwa bado ukinifuata hiyo ni shauri yako
It's not that simple.
it's that simple
Because for you think you don't matter. Yeah, so you think you're just doing a useless podcast here and hopefully things will work out one day. So it's not real to you.
no it's real
It is, bro, if you go against what you're saying today, ati today uenda sasa umechukua gava uanza kulamba matako ya gava.
asi mi nataka kulipwa design ya
You are saying no to this other side. You're saying no. Kama Chipukizi. Have you seen Chipukizi?
yes
Chipukizi has said no to this other side of life. Yeah. Whatever took him to gava, he said, kwaheri. I cannot be in that side anymore because that side, you guys need me to be a certain way.
yes but yes sijakataa hiyo hii ndio kitu nasema
Right, but that mic, my
30 mic ni do mingi hata hiyo mwenyewe unajua 30 mic we unge consider
that mic ni mob. Nini na hii nauza? What is this that I'm having to sell? Hey, Ruto, yeah. Fuck the rest of you.
Ni kumi
To
straight.
hell.
Kumi straight.
Kumi straight. I would
kumi
push.
bila breaks
Kumi,
KBB
oh, kumi bila.
I'll be pushing mnaniona do every day nimefungua podcast. Courtesy of the president. Okay. Anaweza kata hiyo crown hapa just in case, you know. Just to show guys.
Kawilbaro hapo.
hati sasa watu weke picha ya Ruto kwa wall hiyo inachukua more than 30 mic to give us more
I don't even a mic you'll take. We sell out. We're such sellouts you'd be shocked at how much you'd take.
but I might
Kama
say-
mademu yetu uchukua hata tao.
The most we get from government ni how much?
No, I don't think I ever made money directly from government. But there's a guy who used to call me and put some shit in my head. Yeah, when I was on the rooftop.
okay
And so he would call me and tell me, hey, say this and this and this. You know what this guy is doing is not right. So you say this and this, and then, just I'll send you something.
yeah
Yeah. So this guy was a social engineer.
Okay.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a social engineer. So after some time, that thing started sitting a bit off with me. So I started pushing back on it. Because at the beginning, it was nice. Anasema, ebu piga nani? Enda kutumia 25k. Bro, niko kwa rooftop na lala kwa mattress. Nasikia 25k.
Na stayed.
Unatandika watu.
Na stayed.
Yeah. But I think I did that, maybe 4 or 5 times. Then I was like, this doesn't work. My system started refusing it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I think pesa tu ni pesa. Pesa mzuri kikuja, fuck it.
30 mic ni pesa mzuri cha. 30 mic ni pesa mimi siku hizi vile naelewa mambo ya kuinvest. 30 mic naweza invest na niishi vizuri.
So 30 mic, fuck this podcast.
No, I'd still do the pod.
No. 30 mic means do away with this.
No. See.
Yeah, so how much is this worth? That's what I'm asking. What,
This at least $1 million. Give me $1 million.
$1 million.
If you give me $1 million,
fuck this podcast.
yeah, I can live without it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the price you're asking.
Yes, I can live without it. Yeah, like,
so for you, 100 mic is good.
Yes, you're like nimesema $1 million because I need that extra 30. Your extra 30.
So to 129 million. You're
Yes.
done.
Sindio?
Fuck Ikonini.
Well, not fuck it. Like, I'm selling it. Unajua like
No, fuck Ikonini. Mtu anakama na baa ainyonge. You will never see these clips anywhere again. Cut this Ikonini. Come into government.
Sasa unajua itabidi negotiate na hizi raha kwa zile unajua unaelewa je.
Ukimdunga ka 15. 2 more kids and it's done.
2 more kids.
Tumalize kitu bro.
Yeah. Iko nene.